Can I do something for you, Mr. Bond?
Just a drink. A martini, shaken not.
Welcome to Shaken Not Nerd, episode 11, Field Trip. We're going on a field trip today.
Yes, we are. Going on a field trip. That's all I've got.
Alright. My name's Ian Hughes Johnson, and with me as always, the Bearded Menace.
The Bearded Menace.
Yeah, that's your new nickname, the Bearded Menace.
That's pretty cool. I like that one.
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
You're the hall to my oats.
Yeah.
The sunny to my share.
The asshole to my bum cheeks.
The Ringo to the rest of the Beatles.
Alex the Dudi Dudrum.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
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 So today we're going to AMC convention.
Well, we are going there, meaning it'll be a quick time jump for you guys, probably a couple of minutes, but for us, we have to drive.
We have to get in our car and actually go there. But we're already wearing our Shaken Not Nerd t-shirts.
I already got stuff on mine.
Custom. Oh, fucking hell. Do you know how much I spent on these?
I already got stuff.
Trying to look professional.
I'm sorry, I got black soot on it.
Nah, get out. Do it myself.
Yes. So, what's news? What are you doing?
What are you doing? What are you doing? No, what are you doing? What are you doing? No, what are you doing? What are you doing?
What's
Alright.
new, Ian?
Not much. Just going to AMC today. I don't know if you've noticed, but we're going to AMC today.
Yeah, we are. My
Yeah.
Superman arrived this morning.
Oh, yes, I saw that.
Yes.
You're,
My Red Sun Superman statue. A big thank you to Anime Exchange Amanda. I love it. It's a great statue. I just pretty hard.
it's pretty big as well. How big is it?
1/4 scale, so about 2 feet.
That's pretty big.
It's next to my television.
Almost as big as me. Ian Huge Foot Long Johnson.
Yeah, you are pretty small. What, you're 5 foot and a fart now?
Get out!
Like I said, the sunny to my share. Alright, let's go into this week's news.
Channel 4 News with 5-time Emmy Award-winning anchor, Ron Burgundy.
Alright, so...
Go on.
Alright, let's go into the news. Let's kick things off with the elephant in the room, the one that everyone's talking about at the moment, the Rogue One trailer that just got released.
Ooh, yes. I watched it many times.
Many a times.
Wait, I stopped counting. Many a times.
Many a times.
Yes. What did you think?
It doesn't really shed too much light in general. The only other thing that it expands on was it finally actually shows you who Mads
Milk and Hannibal.
is playing.
Yep.
Which we already knew because he accidentally told us anyway that he was playing the father, but I don't know why that was that much of a secret anyway, because from the looks of it, it's going to be at the very start of the movie anyway.
Yeah, it looks like he'll be the inspiration for the main character to find the Death Star and get the plan so
Yeah.
she can also save her dad at the same time.
Yes, and yeah, from the trailer, what we do know now is that he's their inside man to get the intel, it seems. Whether or not there's a twist in there or not, I suspect there could be. That could be a way in for a twist, if they want to do a twist. We'll see. Either that or they'll kill him off.
You just want a twist.
What the twist?
Twist. Yeah, we also
The
got...
peppermint twist.
Wow. We also got our first look at Vader properly. Well, not first look. We've seen him in 4 other films. But yeah, we got our look at Vader at this film. You see him, glances of him walking forward, as well as I've forgotten the character's name, but essentially the guy who's not Grand Moff Tarkin and the all white.
Yeah.
Looks like he's sort of like talking down to Vader, and I'm like, it's not gonna go well for you, buddy.
Grand Moff Tarkin did it.
Grand Moff Tarkin did it. I'm not gonna go into it, but yes, he was one of the only people who could do it.
Well, expanded new universe. You know, these things could happen.
I've read the books.
Other character.
You better have a good
Do you
way.
know who he is?
No, the guy in the white.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name.
Was he in the books?
No.
Well, there you go. You don't know then. Maybe he's better than Grand Moff Tarkin. Maybe he's Grandmaster Flash or something.
No, he's a weapons expert.
Grandmaster Flash.
Grandmaster Flash. Played by Flash Gordon.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Savior of the Rebel Scum.
Of the what?
The Rebel Scum, no? Alright.
Alright, shut up.
Moving on.
Yes, what's your opinions on the Rogue One trailer? Shakeners, let us know.
Shakeners.
Yeah.
We going with that still?
I'm still going with
Alright,
that.
Yeah, why
You
not?
think of something better.
Nah, that's pretty good. I'll give you that.
Go on. Is it tit for tat time?
Tit for tat?
Tit for tat
I went
time.
first, so...
Big piece of news for me.
Yeah.
Not so much, you've got 3 of them. Funko, the vinyl pop guys.
Mm.
they released the animated series Vinyl Pops. They look fucking awesome. I just wanted to put that out, Kurt.
So when you say animated series,
The 1990s animated series with Kevin Conroy as Batman, Mark Hamill as the Joker. All, like, the best Batman series of all time.
the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't think anyone's ever gonna say it's not, because there hasn't been anything
Better.
half decent compared to it.
No. Yeah, so that was the series where Mark Hamill came out as the Joker, and we have Kevin Conroy as Batman for the first time, and now we know that no one else can really play them.
Well, yeah, I don't mind the new guys. Particularly the new Joker. I've forgotten the A.
Jared Leto.
No, voice actors.
Ah. You had Troy Baker do it in a couple of iterations.
Yeah, I didn't mind him.
he wasn't
And
too bad,
who was
but-
the guy that did the Batman? There was another guy doing it. I don't know, man. I don't know names.
No, you don't.
No, I don't.
Yeah, so they announced those, and I'll probably buy Batman and Joker, because why the fuck not?
Because why the fuck not?
And they're in cool poses rather than just the standard, like...
Oh yeah, I'm sure that
That-
people
that will-
listening
yeah.
to a podcast will know exactly what position you're
a
in.
standard pose of a freaking vinyl pop, how they just sit there with their arms wide.
Yeah, just like a chest out pose.
Yeah.
So, my news now. John Wick Chapter 2 trailer dropped.
What's John Wick about? I haven't seen the first one.
Well, John Wick, the first movie, you know what? It never really seemed like it was going to be a huge movie when it came out at the time. I didn't even know how to do the box office, to be honest, because I didn't even actually see it at cinemas. I saw it afterwards. But I think it got a bit of a cult following afterwards.
Okay.
So essentially the story of the first one was, and you don't really realise until later on, but his wife dies, and as his wife dies, there was a last gift that she gave him and kind of sent it to him just before she died. So after she's died, he receives it. I don't know how that works. Either way, it's a fucking puppy.
Cool.
So he loves the puppy dog. It's the fucking cutest puppy dog. And then his house gets broken into, and the people who break into his house kill the puppy dog. And then you find out that he's like an ex-fucking ninja, fucking secret agent killer guy. I think he's like a hitman, and there's like a hitman underground world that you get to see when he goes back into it, because he was like quote-unquote retired. So it's pretty cool.
So this sounds
He
like...
gets revenge for the death of his puppy, which was the last gift of his dead wife. So he's got nothing to lose, so he just fucking rips shreds into everyone that killed his dog.
I need to take a look at this.
It's like a Russian mafia, I think.
I need to take a look at this. This sounds like a lot like Taken, but better, because it's a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's essentially where the cult following came from, because everyone goes, those motherfuckers killed a puppy dog. Nobody ever does that in a movie.
Who would win the fight, John Wick or Taken?
John Wick.
Yeah?
I'm gonna go John Wick.
But does John
'Cause
John
he's-
Wick have a particular set of skills?
He's like a trained... It's like an underground world that you see.
Okay.
And it's like it's hard to explain. You should really go see it if you haven't seen it. It's a really cool world that they expand on as the film goes further into it. Like this Hitman underground world.
Alright, I might take a look into it.
Yeah, it is really cool. And like I said, I think the main reason is that the dog got killed. So for this new trailer, it looks like he has a new puppy dog. Looks like he went out and got a new dog. So I don't know. Maybe they're going to kill that dog off as well. I don't know how they're going to do it.
You don't know. You know how well I go with animals being killed in movies.
Well, that's the whole point of why the first one did so well, because animals don't get killed in movies very often.
Good point.
And when they do, it's a really
In your face.
heart-wrenching thing to see. So that's why it had such a fucking... You go murder those cunts.
You shoot him. You shoot him in the face.
Shoot that motherfucking puppy up.
On some sad news. I don't know if it's sad news, but it's news in general. Ron Perlman has No, he hasn't. He's given up on Hellboy 3. He's been promoting it and saying it's going ahead. He just needs to find a director, some money, a producer, a film company that wants to do it. But yeah, he's officially given up on Hellboy 3.
It is a little sad, because they're not bad movies, but at the same time,
They're not
great
good
movies.
movies.
Yeah.
They've got their moments here and there. Like, when you're
Yeah.
watching the film, it's like, this is a cool scene where he fights this thing in the train station. And
Yeah, it just didn't age well as well. Nothing really looked that great, apart from like the actual...
apart from the Nazi part you liked at the start, the Wolfenstein-y sort of thing.
But the creatures from there on in, particularly in the second one, they didn't look great.
Well, the Golden Army or whatever it's...
Yeah, and you compare it to what we have now with all the new Marvel films and stuff, and they just look crap compared to it.
Yeah, good point. Good point. So yeah, he's given up on Hellboy, so... A thoughts go out to all the Hellboy fans.
I wonder if eventually they will do a Hellboy reboot.
That'll need some time.
It would be.
And someone else. That's
Yeah.
not Ron Perlman.
Dave Bautista.
No, he's tied up with Marvel. He wouldn't be able to do it.
Nah, get him doing it.
Now they'll get someone like, I don't know, Triple H.
Triple H.
I don't know.
Triple H.
No, he wouldn't.
No?
He's bald. He wouldn't do it.
No, I'm not saying he'd do it, but he might be alright.
No, yeah. Every time he comes up on screen, it's time,
It's time to play the game. And he just
He comes out and spits water in the
pedigrees
air.
everyone. Every monster he says, brah!
Instead of having a gun, he's got a sledgehammer.
I'd pay to see that. Sledgehammering monsters in the face. Hell yeah, I'd pay to see that.
Yeah, he would, actually, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, my turn. Tit for tats.
Tit for tat.
Tits for tats.
Tats for tits.
Underworld Blood Wars. What did you think of the Underworld series?
I thoroughly enjoyed number 1 and number 2, except for the bad guy for number 2, because he was supposed to be like the first vampire, yet he looked kind of retarded, in my opinion. I watched the third one, which I think was like it was a back in time sort of thing, like the start of the Lycan vampire
Yeah.
war. It was alright. I remember watching.
Had a different actress in it, didn't it?
Yeah, because it's not.
Yeah, it's not the same.
It's not the same character.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's.
The same lineage, I think, wasn't it? But
Yeah,
not
it's
her.
like
I don't know.
the leader of the vampires, Victor, has his daughter, and he kills his daughter because she's pregnant with a hybrid vampire, hybrid werewolf. Freak.
Yeah.
So Victor kills her daughter and then finds Celine, which is played by Kate Beckinsale, and she shares an uncanny resemblance with his recently deceased daughter, so she takes her in. So it's all backstory sort of stuff. I've watched the fourth one. I can't remember the fourth one. I think
They all kind of blend in my head, so I don't really know which one's which anymore.
I do like the vacuum sealed leather on Kate Beckinsale. That's great.
Yeah. Oh, and that sex scene in the second one. Oh,
Go on.
we've talked about this before.
We have
haven't
talked
we?
about this
Yeah.
before.
Slow-mo, motherfucker. But yeah, there's a lot of trailers dropping this week, so that's the third trailer that we saw, so it looks pretty good.
It looks alright. I'm wondering if they're going to have, I think it's Scott Speedman, who plays the main hybrid vampire werewolf guy.
Guy,
from the
though,
first one.
I can't remember if he actually got killed off, because I don't remember what's happened in any of the other movies.
I thought he wasn't in the fourth one, but they hinted that he's still alive, but he's just running around or something. I don't know.
I don't know, maybe there'll be some thing on YouTube, but previously on Underworld.
Oh, that would be great. For a movie like that would actually... It's with Resident Evil as well.
Yeah,
Previously
exactly.
on Resident Evil.
Because there's like 7 Resident Evil movies or something, and I have no idea what the fuck's happening anymore.
No, yeah, you need that.
Underworld and every other movie that's exactly the same.
Except Star Wars. Star Wars is fairly straightforward to understand.
Yeah, Star Wars, every movie's different, and that's the problem I have with Underworld.
What about Terminator? Terminator could use with it previously on Terminator, because the timeline's so fucked up.
Don't even get me started on that timeline. Fuck the timeline, man.
Give up on Terminator.
Your turn, motherfucker.
Well, speaking of Underwear 3...
Underwear. Yeah, pretty much.
Marvel's possibly doing something with Blade. Kate Beckinsale was asked recently if there was a possibility of having Blade coming into the Underworld series, and she responded with, "No, we had that idea. They're busy. They're doing something with Blade." Kevin Feige was since asked, what are you doing with Blade? Is there anything coming up? And he said, they asked that a long time ago, and that was our answer back then. We'll do something at Blade at some point, but that's still the answer. We're not really doing anything with him at the moment. So... I don't know.
Probably nothing.
Nothing's going to happen, but I don't know how you can fit in a vampire. He can walk around in the daytime, can't he? Because he's half vampire. I don't know how you're going to fit that in with the Marvel happy friendly sort of thing. If that, I reckon they'll put him as like the villain of season 3 Daredevil or something.
Yeah, more than anything, it'll be in the TV series.
Netflix is the way to go.
Well, yeah, it
for
could
him,
be a
'cause
Netflix
it's
original.
dark and
Blade.
evil sort of thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind watching that as a Netflix series as opposed to another movie. I'd rather watch it as a TV series.
I'd like that, and then have Wesley Snipes as the bad guy for the series.
Just don't have Wesley Snipes anything to do with it, because I'm kind of over him, to be honest. There are plenty of great actors out there who actually would be perfect for
Antonio
Blade.
Banderas. I am the Blade.
I am the Blade.
Why are you dressed like Zorro? I refuse to get in the costume of anyone else.
Puss in vampire boots.
Puss in vampire boots. Yeah. So that's the news in relation to if there's any Blade. So if you've got an idea or you want something to be done with Blade, or you got some ideas, suggestions, Throw it at us. We want to know what they are. We won't do anything with them.
We'll pass them on to those.
We'll tweet at Marvel for you.
Yeah.
They won't listen to us.
Yeah,
But-
because nobody knows who we are yet.
Yet. You do. No one else does. Go on.
Thanks, guys.
Shaking us.
Big news. Everyone knows that our Shaker Not Nerd is a great inspiration from James Bond because we love James Bond.
And The Simpsons.
And The Simpsons. Yeah.
So, Simpson news. That groaning is coming to Sydney.
So there has been some big news in the James Bond front this week. Daniel Craig officially returning as James Bond.
And I fucking told you this.
You didn't.
If we go back to one of our original earlier episodes,
Somebody else said it.
I said it. Yeah, I quoted it, and I said that's what he'll do, and you went no.
I don't believe that you believe that.
Yeah,
You said that somebody said that.
somebody did say that.
Yeah, I know, but you didn't believe it.
I believe it.
Fucking, now you say it now that it's official. My ass cheeks, you did.
You just don't like losing.
And you just don't like telling the truth, motherfucker. So anyway, Daniel Craig's returning as James Bond. For the better or for the worse?
For the fifth, this will be the fifth. He's coming back for 2 movies, isn't he?
I'm not sure. I don't think.
He's getting 150
set in
million
stone.
pounds a movie.
He said that he felt bad for his wrist
His
slashing. The comment he made about slashing his wrists.
Yes, that's right. When
So,
he was
said
doing
he
the press
wouldn't-
tour for Spectre.
Yeah. Would you come back as James Bond? I'd rather slash my wrist. And now he's come back because he felt bad about the comment apparently. So he says he kind of felt like he owed it to them, and probably because they threw like how many millions at him.
He gets 150 million pounds a movie. And he also said, "I've got the best job in the world playing James Bond, and I don't want to give up on it yet."
Well, I don't know. Maybe he has his good days and bad days, but
Everyone has their good days and bad days. Look at
Yeah.
Christian Bale.
look, I think it might not be a bad thing that they are doing another film. There is the hope there that where
There is definitely a sequel spin-off from Spectre.
and I think that's what they need is to clean up all the
Clean up
shittiness of Spectre and put it into a nicer ending.
Ooh, go on. That gives me a point there.
And that's what I would hope for, is that they will clean it up and then, give him one more movie. I don't think he needs 2, because he's getting on the older side.
He's pushing 50 if he's not already.
Yeah. He's a great Bond, don't get me wrong, he's one of my favourites. But the thing
He's your
is,
second favourite.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say my second.
Yeah.
No,
Connery's your
maybe
first.
tied second, third. Connery, maybe Pierce Brosnan. Pierce Brosnan had the right look.
Chris Brosnan was a good Bond, just in shit movies.
Yes, that's the problem. And Daniel Craig has had probably some good movies as well. I mean, you take Quantum of Solace out.
I didn't mind that.
That was his bad
I
one.
just watched the movie while doing laundry.
Yeah, well, it's not great. But, you compare that to the other Bonds who had a lot of shit ones. There are a lot of shit Bond films out there.
No.
So out of the 4 that he's made... sorry, 4?
4. Yeah, he's done
Out of the
4.
4 he's made, he's done
1.
Casino Royale, really good. Skyfall, really good.
You loved that.
Spectre was...
It was pretty good.
It was okay.
It's probably, say,
one
a
of his highest
6.5 to
grossing
7 out
ones.
of 10, yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the higher grossing ones, but in terms of quality, it wasn't amazing. So, 3 out of 4 being good films.
Well, do you think that... Because Casino Royale was like a remake, if you sort of will, for...
It's like a
retelling.
a reboot.
And
basically.
because we've stuck with this Bond for a while, do you reckon that this new Bond film that Craig will be doing and will be on the lines of Her Majesty's Secret Service in relation to he gets married, his wife gets killed?
I hope so.
And then we have that great song
problem-
of We have
No.
all the time in the world.
I think that's probably what's needed though, because
That's a great song, yeah.
There's no relationship with the female Bond.
No. Oh,
The Bond
yeah.
girl
She
in-
was pretty mediocre.
Inspector, yeah, it was pretty meh. Anyway, moving on. Your news?
My last bit of news, and I'll put it on our Facebooks, our Twitters. Amber Heard, Queen Mirror. What do you think? You don't know much on Queen Mirror. I tell you what,
Not a
what she
lot,
was.
no. But in terms of the costume and how she looks, I think it looks really good. And you got to realize as well, that's just a photo. That's not as the film's going to look when it's got its color gradient and touch-ups and everything.
Yeah, that, and look, yeah, she could very well be in it for 2 seconds as, Aquaman walks out of the water. She's there with her, seeing him off or something. So we might not even see her in any action, but she looks fucking awesome.
So is she a villain, or...?
She's Aquaman's essential partner.
Okay.
In some iterations I've read she's the wife, in some iterations I've read she's the girlfriend, or she's the love interest, but she's with Aquaman majority of the time, so I've seen her in books and movies. And she controls and manipulates water. So
I suspect that she probably won't. I don't know. It's hard to say whether or not she'll be a big part or not. I think that maybe they should tease her being, involved with him, but not have her too much in, because throwing another character in... throwing the characters in too early, I have that feeling.
If it's just
realize Marvel paced theirs out. They each had almost all of them
their
had
own film,
movie, and that's how it worked, because you got to know the character beforehand. And
I reckon it'll just be like she's, Aquaman's walking out of the ocean or something, and she's walking with him with an army or something to help fight off the bad guys, and you see her in the background.
I don't reckon she'll be part of the story, but
not a big deal.
Hopefully not. Yeah,
she'll probably be something like a Mercy Graves from Batman Superman, how she was a smaller character. You don't know who Macy Graves is, do you?
Yeah, Macy Graves' daughter.
Macy Graves' daughter. No. Anyway, yeah, so she looks really, really cool. I put that up on our Facebook and Twitter. If you've got thoughts or opinions on what she looks like, let us know.
All right.
I think it's your last piece of news, mate.
My last piece of news, it isn't a piece of news. Scarlett Johansson was telling Variety magazine that she often discusses a Black Widow standalone film. But... do you think that's actually likely to happen? She has a really strong backstory, so there is that
aspect.
But
I think you should not do a standalone Scarlet Witch film.
Scarlet Witch.
Oh shit! No, Black Widow. You shouldn't do a standalone Black Widow film. You should do a Black Widow Hawkeye cross film, because Hawkeye's in the same boat, I feel, of Black Widow, and even if you did it like
but then you can't do the backstory.
You could do you could still do the backstory of the two characters. That's fine. You don't have to have it focus on just both of them together. But you can do the. I've seen a lot of those fan-made posters of that experience when they were in the Avengers film, the first one. They said this is a lot like Budapest. And they're like, you and I remember Budapest very differently. So maybe they can do a film like that.
Yeah,
and they can have it as like...
maybe have some flashbacks in it to her actual...
Yeah. So I reckon...
actual backstory.
Doing a standalone Black Widow film, if you did it along the styles of Captain America film, how you still have... Captain America's got pretty much everyone else in it. If you did Black Widow like that with...
It'll basically be a spy movie.
Yeah.
A spy action movie. Because even if you put Hawkeye in as well, neither of them have superpowers. It's just going to be an interesting spy kind of movie. So I think that might not be a bad decision to kind of take away from all the superhero-ness.
That, or you could do the experience of when she got shot by the Winter Soldier.
Could do, but I don't know. I don't know if that's strong enough to deserve its own movie, but
probably not.
But basically, if it doesn't happen in the next 3 years, it's not going to happen, I don't think. Because Scarlett Johansson has even said if it's going to happen, she'd rather do it while she still feels comfortable to put on all these tight, revealing outfits. And she said it's getting towards the way that she's starting to feel less and less like doing that. So...
hurry up.
Yeah, in the next 5 years...
Please!
In 5 years' time, she probably won't be wearing that stuff anymore.
I wouldn't be surprised if in the Infinity War, if her character is killed off, because she's sort of been one of the characters to tie everyone together.
Yeah.
Because she first appeared in Iron Man 2.
Yeah, she was very early on, really, if you think about it. At the time, it seemed jarring having her put in, but...
Yeah, like, what the hell is she doing in Iron Man? And then it was like, hey, she's awesome.
Yeah.
She's real cool. She real fit.
Doing flips over people's shoulders and shit.
She cool. She fit. I like it.
Well, that just about wraps up our news. Wraps it up.
Wraps up. We gotta do a fucking pirate week.
We really do.
Yes, I don't have anything else for the news, but we're going to be time traveling. Oh, time traveling. Yeah, we're going to be time traveling. Time travel. Yes. No.
You guys just sit right there, and what we're going to do is magically transport you.
Magically transport you to AMC convention.
Yeah. Where you'll hear from us again in about 2 seconds.
Yes. Insert sound clip of Nightcrawler's poof
All right, see you there, guys.
See ya.
Seatbelts, everyone! Please let this be a normal field trip. With a friends? No way!
Cruising on down Main Street, you're relaxed and feeling good. Next thing that you know, you're seeing octopus in the neighborhood. Surfing on a sound wave, swinging through the stars. Take a left at Joey Teston. Take your second right past Mars on the magic scuba. Alligator nostril. Climb on the magic scuba. Spank a plankton too.
Take that!
On our magic scuba. Drop the river of lava. On magic scuba. Such a fine thing to do. So strap your bones right to the seat. Come on in and don't be shy. Just to make your day complete. You might get baked into a pie on the magic scuba. Step inside, it's a wilder ride. Come on, ride on the magic scuba.
All right, we're here at AMC.
You're holding it the right way around.
Yes. All right, so we're here at AMC. We just arrived. People everywhere. We're going to count how many Harley Quinns we see as well.
Yeah, and every Harley Quinn we see goes up by 1. And we'll tell you what our total number is and what we're going to do with that number when we finish up here today. But there's a lot of Harley Quinns here.
I have an awful feeling this is not going to go very well for us.
No, it's going to be very enjoyable for some of us.
But we're going to go around and have a chat to people, have a chat to some cosplayers and some stores as well.
Yeah, so it's going to be a wee bit of fun, and hopefully you guys enjoy it.
This is Kent Brockman with a special live report from the headquarters of crusty opponent John Armstrong. How can I prove we're live? Penis.
All right, we're here at AMC. So I'm standing here with the real Captain America. Can you tell us about your outfit?
Yep, so the outfit took me around 1 year to get all together and finish. So the suit's by White Sheep Leather, and pretty much I got it from them, and I did a lot of modding and everything to the suit. And the shield's from a guy called Shield Labs, also in America. And yeah, I got the shield in and I painted it up and everything like that. So
that came without the paint on it, and then
correct. So it was a blank shield, and it just had to do a bit of work on it. So yeah, a lot of work.
I noticed you've done the whole battle damage look as well.
Yeah, got battle damage.
Got a few on your face.
Yeah, just been hurt a bit.
So all up, how long do you reckon it took you to do this?
I reckon 9 months to a year.
Wow, so you've been planning it out for that long?
I planned it for a really long time, yeah. And as soon as Civil War came out, that's pretty much as soon as I jumped onto it. Because this one's the Civil War suit, so I had to jump on it straight away.
They know it better than I do.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So, starters, we didn't even get your real name for the podcast.
Darren.
And is this your first time ever cosplaying?
No, I've cosplayed since I was 14.
So what was your first cosplay?
What was my first cosplay? Oh dear, I don't even remember.
Okay, all right. Well, what's your favourite cosplay then?
I specialise more in pop culture kind of stuff. I've done a bit of anime cosplays and stuff like that as well.
Yep.
But so far, Cap's been my favourite.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Does that happen to you a lot?
Sometimes. Captain America's been probably my favourite so far, but I specialise usually in Power Rangers and stuff like that.
Fucking awesome. Are you pumped for the new movie?
Yeah, the new movie coming out. Look, I'm hoping for a more in-depth trailer. The trailer didn't tell you much, so hoping for a little bit more, but yeah, very keen for it.
Like me. I was like, I want to know what's happening.
The actress they got for Kimberly, it looks just like the, what's her name? Can't remember her name, but the old actor as well. So,
well, 10 out of 10 costume, man. Fucking, I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
all the way to put the leather, fucking nice work.
It's brilliant. Thank you very much for your time, man.
Thanks, buddy.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thanks, man. Hi guys, so I'm standing with Anto at Sci-Fi Toys. Anto, can you tell me a wee bit about your shop?
What about my shop?
Yeah.
My shop is AMC Expo now in Melbourne. Hi guys. What else you want me to tell?
So what do you sell?
I'm mainly a major in the Star Wars figure.
Yep.
1/6 collectible figures.
Yep.
Hot toys in general.
Yep.
And I think that's about it.
Okay, cool. Out of, say, because you collect or you sell figures 1/6, what's your favourite 1/6 figure?
My favourite 1/6 figure.
Out of all of them?
Whoa, that's tough questions.
Pick your favorite child.
I think everything is my favorite one. Star Wars is my favorite lines for sure.
Okay, favorite Star Wars character?
Darth Vader.
Darth Vader.
Darth Vader, yeah.
Are you happy that he's going to be in the new movie?
Yes. I'm actually looking forward for the new movie. Yeah.
Very cool. All right, so who do you think would win in a fight? Darth Vader or Kylo Ren?
Darth Vader for sure, man. Darth Vader.
Hands down.
That's all right. So what do you think it would win?
Wow. How do I put it in words? Kylo Ren still don't know how to control his force. That's one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Darth Vader is like a
the ultimate
control. Yeah. Control his force, and then there's a lot of things a lot of factors that I can say Darth Vader will win for sure, 100%. Yeah.
So for the people who aren't at AMC, where else can we find you? Like find your shop. Sorry, you find your shop. Do you have a website?
I have a website. Go to www.sci-fi-toys.com.au, and or you can find me in Facebook, which is we have a community in Facebook. We call it 16 Australia.
Yep.
And just join in the group and then look for Anto. I'm there.
Lovely, awesome. Thank you for your time, Anto.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Cheers.
So we're here at Type 40 with Alan. Can you tell us about your shop?
Hi, I'm Alan, and I run a company called Type 40, and we make props and things, all kinds of cool things from pop culture.
Yeah, I noticed you got a lot of high quality props here. How long does it take you to make some of these things?
Well, first of all, that's very nice of you to say. Some of the stuff takes quite a while. I try to put a lot of effort into what I do, so I use a lot of industrial processes as well, spun aluminium.
Yeah, I was going to say there's a lot of like metal around here as opposed to the usual plastics.
Yeah, I like work. I'm an engineer by trade, so I like working with metal. I'm also a carpenter. I also like working with leather and resin, so the whole broad range of stuff. So some of the stuff like the Captain America shield's quite a while. My new favourite thing is this, which is this is a podcast, right?
Yeah.
So nobody can see.
No one's going to be able to see what you. Yeah, it's
So yeah, I'm really good at prop making. I'm terrible on podcasts. It's a Loki staff, but it's cast aluminium, and it's my favourite thing. Feel how much that weighs.
Jeez.
How much does that weigh, Dudi?
I don't know how Tom Hiddleston held that out. That's heavy. That's probably about 7.5 kilos, I'd say.
It's about 4.5. Maybe. No.
Terrible guess.
That's pretty heavy.
But they take ages and ages and ages to do.
So you don't make that one for people very often, or?
I'm only ever going to make 50 of these.
I was going to say because that's many hours added up.
Yeah. There's a lot of work goes into them. And they're going to have cast aluminium. It's going to have a glass blown gem setting in the centre of it, which I'm not doing. A lady here in Melbourne's doing. She's a fantastic glass blower.
So do you do that often? Do you find other people to do certain parts of things, or do you like to do it start to finish?
I will always look outside of what I do to do the bits that I can't do, because there's so many talented people knocking around in the prop building community that there's no point in me trying to do everything. I can't afford some of the heavy machinery as well. Like some of the stuff that I use is industrial, and I can't afford $120,000 for the large lathe, so I'll farm that out. I can't afford $300,000 for a large industrial laser cutter.
I was going to say my dad was a metal fabricator and he had a plasma cutter, and those laser cutters are even more expensive.
Yeah, super expensive. And where I would love to know how to glass blow, but I'm never going to be a glass blower.
Do you have the lungs for it? I have asthma as a kid, so useless.
I don't even want to find out. So I'm just going to let this lady do it. She's super good at what she does. So I do a lot of what I do, but not everything.
Yeah, I can notice there's a lot of Thor hammers around as well. So do you have a particular favourite? One of your babies that you might like more than the others?
It's always the new one.
The newest, shiniest toy.
I'm super fickle. It's the Loki stuff, or it might be an Infinity Gauntlet, which is really quite cool. It's a articulated medieval gauntlet.
Yeah, I can see it's got all the little ringlings and.
Yeah, and it's actually coated in titanium and pure gold.
Oh, so it's actually gold coated.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
99% titanium and 1% pure gold coating. It's the same stuff that you put on tool steel to make it harder.
That's nuts. And it's actually sewn into a full leather glove.
Yeah, full leather glove. It's combat ready, so you could sword fight with it.
That's nuts.
Don't sword fight with it. Some of my favourites, but that's because they're new. And I love the hammers.
I can actually see all the detail on the Thor hammers in all of the... do you have a word for the small details in it?
The details are all laser etched on, and the scroll work which goes on the bevels around the edge of the head of the hammer represents the 9 realms. So Midgard in the middle with all the other realms around it. And this detail again was done by an artist that I know called Laura Herman, and she is fantastic. So she designed that for me on commission, and that's gone on there ever since. So again, using other people's skills really, which is a great idea, because we can't work in isolation to each other.
Exactly. It's always good to work with other people.
It's always good to work with other people.
Anything?
Yeah, I'll ask a question. Why not? So you make the Captain America shields.
Yes.
Are there any other, without giving anything away, are there any other upcoming projects of other comic book characters, accessories that you might make in the near future? Besides the Loki stuff?
So, without giving anything away...
Give everything away.
Give everything away, is what you just said.
Yeah, like a tease, maybe. Like you might be looking at, like, say, a power battery for Lantern or something.
Is that a hint?
No.
I don't mind telling you what I'm doing. I am going to be, as soon as we've got AMC done, and when we go to Brisbane for Supernova in a month or so, come end of November, December, we've got a bit of time between now and next April when I can look into doing some of my new projects, and they are going to be, in no particular order, a Xena Chakram.
Awesome.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer Scythe.
Oh. Keep going.
And there's one more that I'm not going to tell you about.
Secrets?
Yeah.
Secrets.
There's one I know. There's one I might know.
Yeah.
Some Wolverine claws.
Oh, well, you might see some Wolverine claws. But if I can get round to doing them. Yeah, but
they're harder to do, yeah.
No, well, yeah, they're on the list. Let's just say they're on the list.
I'll definitely be hitting you up for the shield and for the claws, because I've
Already told me that.
Yeah, we've spoken previously. But yeah, this is a great shop. So where can people find you on away from AMC? Websites.
I was going to say in any cafe in and around Melbourne drinking coffee. Or if you're on the internet, you can find me on Instagram at type40.com.au. I am on Facebook as well. If you just type that into Facebook, you'll find me. And we have a website now, believe it or not, which is type40.com.au.
Awesome, lovely. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah.
Cool. So we're speaking to some cosplayers, and I believe you make costumes as well. Tell us a little. This is the middle of the mic, unfortunately. So tell us a little about yourselves, what you guys do.
Well, I make pretty much anything to do with Avengers, and I try and base them off the MCU versions,
okay,
which is the cinematic universes. And I try and use the most heaviest materials possible, so plastics, metal, proper thick leather, stuff like that.
Cool. And I probably should have asked this before. You can say your name as well.
My name's Dane.
Thanks, Dane. What would you say was probably your most challenging costume to make?
Probably my first Iron Man suit. That was probably the most challenging.
Yeah.
So just because it was your first one? Or?
Yeah, well, I'm trying to get like the joints to move and everything and feel comfortable, and because I use plastic, it gets heavy quicker than like foam or something like that. So
yeah.
Tweaking it and working it out and making sure it fitted right took me about 12 months to do my first one, but every time after
that's still pretty quick.
Yeah, that's not too bad. I can knock them off in around about 4 to 6 months now, so half the time.
Sometimes it takes me half a day to get dressed, so that's pretty good.
So what would you say your favourite Iron Man mark is from the cinematic universe?
Probably the 43.
The 43, so the Age of Ultron one?
Yeah.
That's awesome, cool. I'm sorry, I assume you're Lara Croft? Yes, okay, sorry. All of this is going to be edited, it's fine.
No, it's...
And your name, sorry?
My name's Tegan.
And you're dressed as Lara Croft?
Today I am, yeah.
Okay. What are you planning on dressing as for cosplaying tomorrow?
Jean Grey from X-Men, the comic universe.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's
Awesome.
Cool. The shoes are like sewn into the suit though, so that is a pretty intense
It's like a
outfit.
onesie, you have to step into it.
Yeah, seriously, there's no escape.
So how long have you been cosplaying for?
I think it's 3 years now, but the first ones were very rudimentary cosplays.
And what would you say are some tips for first time cosplayers?
Just do it. It's not as hard as it looks.
All right, cool.
Definitely.
And what's been your favourite cosplay costume out of all of them for the past 3 years?
My Black Widow. It's,
Oh.
yeah, it's the one I get the most compliments on, the most accurate. So
Very cool. Awesome.
So
Yeah.
is that Black Widow from the movies?
Yeah.
So is it like super tight and everything and like impossible to move in?
It's actually really flexible.
Really?
Yeah. Probably from use. It's nice.
Just imagine watching the movies, how terrible that would be to work in.
Yeah.
Just like sweaty and tough.
No, it's pretty good. That's the other good thing about cosplay. You can make it out of whatever you want.
Yeah. Just stick a fan in.
Jeans in a black shirt.
Exactly.
Cool. And lastly,
I'm Sophie.
I spoke to you sort of early before, Sophie. I don't know what your dress is.
So it's super niche. There's a really awful TV show in the 90s called Roswell. And this is basically their waitressing uniform. It was
So
the...
Roswell's in Area 51.
Yeah. So the premise of the TV show, because it's awful, is after the UFO crash, aliens hatch from eggs and look like humans, and then grow up in the 90s.
That's actually kind of cool.
It's fantastic. I loved it as a kid, and then we started doing cosplay, and I kind of went, what's the thing I really want to do? And I came up with this. So
That's really cool.
Thank you. And tomorrow I'm going to be Emma Frost from X-Men to match Tegan.
Matching.
Yeah, we've got a set. We've got 2 other girls as well.
That's awesome. You got to put photos up of that.
Yeah. Are you guys going to come tomorrow?
Hopefully.
Probably not, to be honest.
We were going to
but-
do a group costume with a whole bunch of people, and everyone just came in like morph suits as Mr. Meeseeks and just swarmed the place. But turns out we
That's-
didn't have anywhere near enough friends to make that work.
Yeah, we were going to go as Rick and Morty and try and get as many Mr. Meeseeks as we could. So what would you say your favourite cosplayer has been previously?
I'd probably say Emma, just because I'm really proud of the makeup. Because I had to try and find a way to make me look like I was turning into diamonds. And I wanted to do it in a way that hadn't really been done before. So
That sounds awesome.
yeah, it turns out the answer is a lot of glitter. That's the... Yeah, it's
Right.
great fun. And then I glued diamonds to my face. It's really, really bizarre. I
It
love
sounds like
doing it.
hours of work.
Yeah, it's not as bad as previously. We've kind of done a Day of the Dead Disney, so that was 4 hours.
It was like 5 hours.
Yeah, so in comparison, Emma doesn't seem that bad.
And last question, Ian and I have never cosplayed before. What would you recommend as some costumes for both of us to cosplay as?
That's a hard question. It's pretty on people.
He's pretty lazy.
Yeah. I had a child like Iron Man costume, hoping I would fit into it because I didn't want to make it, and it just ripped. That's my level of laziness.
I don't know. I'm really bad at picking cosplays for people. I'd say something in the MCU, so like maybe...
Oh, we're biased.
The MCU, use one of my costumes.
Yeah, you as War Machine, you as Iron Man.
Yes.
That's what we said as kids, yeah. Cool.
Oh, I don't know. I'm
Anything?
still trying to think of any duo.
That's fine.
Don't feel like you have to pick a really good looking character.
I reckon Flash, because you can do it in a morph suit. And I reckon Undercover Captain America, because you've got the glasses.
Yeah, right.
And they always wear a cap in the movies when they're blending in.
I have the exact same glasses as you. Cool, thank you very much for your time, guys.
Awesome to meet you all.
Cheers.
So we're here with 2 cosplayers. So what are you guys dressed as?
Ivy.
Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn.
So what were your real names?
Kimmy.
Georgia.
All right. So how long did it take you guys to put your costumes together today?
This one took like a day,
A lot of hot gluing, and this one I bought, so not very long.
So did you actually buy that one? Did you? So where'd you get that from?
China.
From China? The magic of eBay?
No, I actually think called Taobao.
Oh, there you go.
It's like Chinese eBay.
So if there are people out there who are thinking about doing cosplaying, do you have any tips for them?
Just be yourself and don't do anything that makes you uncomfortable or anything like that. I guess.
Yeah. Pretty much it. Just
have fun doing it. Don't think what anyone else says or anything. Do what's in your budget. Oh my god.
Is that because you've seen a lot of really expensive ones around?
Yeah, and everyone's always just like, I can't afford this cosplay. Who wants to give me money? I'm like, you don't need it. You don't need it then.
Besides, like, your life depends on it. If you can't afford it, save up.
Yeah, save.
You ever noticed there's a few around here that are super expensive?
Yeah. Even the maid cosplays, the really big armors and stuff, just all the materials and stuff, that would have cost a lot of money.
Yeah. So what's been your favourite thing you've seen here today at AMC? Not to put you on the spot.
I don't know.
Maybe all the merch?
I like merch. I like looking at all the cosplays, all the merch, seeing all your friends.
Did you have a budget for yourselves coming in today?
I plan not to spend anything.
I spent a little.
Just a little bit?
Just a little.
We had to put a budget on this guy this time because he...
Yeah, no,
swiped.
not
I like your
allowed.
hat.
Thank you.
It is. Yeah, no. I feel like a lot of the conventions, they're... Because it's in the same year, a lot of the stuff is a little repetitive, so you buy a lot at the start of the year and you slowly save your money, which is a good thing.
Or you blow it all.
Just blow it all on something awesome. So do you guys go around to a lot of other conventions? What other ones have you been to? Or?
We've been to all the ones in Melbourne, like Comic-Con, all that jazz. We went last year to Sydney for Smash. That was a lot of fun.
So out of all of them, which one's your favourite?
Probably
Smash was
really good.
And Oz Comic-Con.
What was it about then that really just stood out?
Well, Smash maybe because it was in Sydney.
Different place, different people, different things. It was a lot of fun. It was really big. And then Oz Comic-Con, I don't know, just first like kind of full-on comic book convention for Melbourne, and we love comics, so it's fun.
Awesome.
Cool. Last question, then you guys can go. Ian and I have never cosplayed before. What would you say are some ideas for him and I to cosplay as? Ian first.
Ivy. Both of you, Harley and Ivy.
Double Ivy.
Yeah.
Who would be who?
I feel like you'd be Ivy.
And you'd be Harley.
I feel like you'd be Harley.
I could paint my body hair green.
Oh, yeah, do it.
You don't have to do the green.
Nah, do it. Nah, don't listen to it. Do it. Commit.
Oh, you
Commit.
All the space speak.
Cool. Thank you very much for your time, guys.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Alright, so we're here with two wonderfully dressed ladies who are dressed in Zootopia outfits. So can you tell us which characters you are and who you are?
I'm Sandra and I'm dressed as Judy Hopps. I'm Hannah and I'm Nick Wilde.
So what made you decide that you were going to come in Zootopia?
It's an amazing movie and Sandra watched it a few weeks ago and decided we must cosplay it. Yeah, I just saw it and I couldn't stop thinking about it.
Disney has that effect on all of us. So how long did it take you guys to put through all your costumes, put it all together?
Well, I started this about 3 days ago, so
Yeah, I finished most of this last night, the last couple of days.
we're very last minute cosplayers.
So that's why we didn't come at all in it.
You got the shirts though.
Yeah, we have printed shirts. It's half a costume. So what's been your favourite thing at AMC today?
Leaving. I'm kidding. Seeing everybody else's cosplays, everyone always puts in a good effort, so it's nice to look at.
Yeah. It's a bit of a smaller convention, so.
Has there been Has there been a favourite cosplay that you've seen today?
I like the Sally ball gown. Yes, from the Nightmare Before Christmas.
I saw
She
that.
was Sally and did it in ball gown. It looked amazing.
Yeah, I like the Disney princesses with the big poofy dresses.
Oh, I saw a bunch of them walking around.
Yeah, I was like, oh, and Lisa did one from The Lion King, the musical. Did this whole headpiece that was amazing.
Oh, I did see that. It was like the artistic Lion King.
Working on it for like the last 8 months or so.
Pretty cool, because I went to see the play and it looked exactly like that.
It's from the show, yeah.
Your turn.
Over to you, man.
Thanks. Ian and I have never cosplayed before. Who would you say would be good characters for Ian and I as our first cosplay?
I think as long as it's a character you actually like, and that's... So pick something you enjoy and cosplay that.
That's actually a really good answer.
Yeah, I find it weird when people's like, who should I cosplay? I'm like,
whoever you want.
That's actually probably one of the best answers we've had today.
Although we should dress up as Ivy and Harley Quinn. I was Harley Quinn. So.
Before I put my ears on, I was like, I look like I'm meant to be Ivy, like a red hair green dress. I'm like, oh well.
We are the best Ivy here, so it's alright. It's voice only.
I know, I don't know why I'm doing that.
He does that all the
I need
time.
help.
Yeah.
Just like
I do quote bunnies, but no one can see my quote bunnies.
Well, you have to say, like, in quotation.
Yeah, doesn't really work.
I don't know.
Well, thanks for speaking to us today.
You're welcome.
Cool.
Yeah, I
Thumbs
keep
up.
going to do visual things.
Cool.
Oh, well, enjoy the rest of your convention, guys.
Thanks.
There we go.
I'm
Alright.
Anna.
There you go. We'll do it all on here. Here we go.
Oh,
Are you
sweet.
ready?
Yeah, you're all
Alright.
good.
Oh, we're already recording.
Oh, okay, cool. So I'm Anna, and this is
I'm
Alex.
Ali.
Okay, so you guys have been here all day, have you?
About half. I came at 12.
I came here at 9. I actually had to wait to get in, like till the doors opened.
Oh wow, long day.
Oh yeah, my feet are killing me.
I'm fine. I choose cosplay for comfort. So
Yeah. What are you cosplaying as today?
I'm not sure if you've seen Rooster Teeth, but I am Ruby from the show self-titled Ruby. But I am the 4th season, so I literally have to go off a trailer and a photo for this outfit.
Really?
Yeah. So
How long did it take you to put all this together?
to get ready this morning, it took about an hour to get all the pieces on because it's about like everything has like 2 or 3 layers to it.
Yeah, I've noticed. Yeah.
But
Boots
I
and
sort of-
stockings. Yeah.
Yeah, I sort of just put it together eventually. So like most of this, except for the tops, are the same as my like 1st to 3rd season cosplay.
Okay.
So I already had most of it.
So for people who don't know your show, I might not. Is that like anime or is it?
It's sort of more like a webtoon. So
Okay.
Yeah, you've heard of Rooster Teeth? Yay, nay.
Rooster
Red
Teeth,
versus,
yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
red,
yes.
Yeah, red versus blue.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
So yeah, Ruby's that.
It's just my
so they've got-
slowness.
They've got all the episodes up on YouTube. It's like 5, 10 minute, 12-minute episodes.
Yep.
And yeah, it's a style of cartoon. It's really cool. It's like great if you're a student. It's like in between study breaks.
Oh, cool.
Speaking of student, you've come here asking people questions today.
Yeah, I'm a journalism student, and I decided to feature my story around AMC because it's full of wonderful people who are always open to talk and just express themselves, and it's just a wonderful environment. I love it all so much. I love cons. I just don't think my bank account does.
Yeah, that's the hard part. Is like controlling yourself.
Yeah. Well, luckily today, because I went casual Superman, Supergirl, all I had to do was buy the T-shirt. So I'm very happy with my costume.
It's a good costume still.
It works.
It looks better than our shirt. So like.
Puns. Puns are the best.
Punny,
Puns
it's really
trump
punny.
everything.
You can't beat a pun.
Yeah. So what's been your favourite part of AMC today?
I just love seeing all the costumes. Like the cosplays are awesome, and it's great when you go up to someone. Can I get a photo? And they're just like, yeah, join in. Can we like get a photo of you? And just like the atmosphere. I just love the atmosphere of it.
And we've noticed people are like surprisingly really happy for you to come up and talk to them.
Yeah, if you're in, it's sort of like a rule. If you're in cosplay, you're pretty much asking me to talk to. So like, if you refuse to talk to someone while in cosplay, it's sort of just a bit rude.
Well, I think one of the things that too is dressing up as your favorite character. You get a chance to actually feel like that and see how many people really appreciate that character, and you kind of feel famous for the day. It's amazing.
Feel a little bit like Superman.
Exactly.
Any questions?
Yep. Now it's alright.
Oh, now
Okay.
serious.
Now it's serious. Alright. E equals MC. No. So Ian and I have never cosplayed before. Who would you say would be a possible idea for us to cosplay as?
What type of shows do you like?
A lot. I'm a super nerd, sort of. Maybe not compared to everyone else here, but
Basically, it's always good to start with someone simple.
Yep.
Because otherwise you're going to break the bank.
good point.
That you really like. So like I like this, and I put my cosplay together for about $50 because I got it all from op shops.
Oh, cool.
So I'm a cosplayer on a budget. Like I think all
That's
my
kind of cosplay.
I have about 3 cosplays at the moment, and they all together cost under $100.
Wow.
That's actually really cool.
So what are you wearing them each day for AMC or for...
I'm only coming today, but the ones I have, like I recycle through them. So I've got like Ruby season 1 and all the seasons pretty much, and then I have Weeping Angel is my other one that I like to do. So we sort of at home we made the dress and then bought wings, spray painted them. I do like an hour of makeup. So yeah, it's really
That's Doctor Who, yeah?
Yeah. No, you're on it.
Yeah, well, I'm just excited because I finally got a Harley cosplay and I get to complete my Gotham City Sirens trio.
Really?
So
Awesome.
I've been Catwoman, I've been Poison Ivy. I actually did that 3 years ago at AMC when it was still Armageddon. And I also did Poison Ivy for Mock-Up Day. I got in trouble for too much boob.
Really?
Even though there were guys running around in diapers.
That's fine.
Yeah. I totally know who you got. I reckon you could do Arrow, and I reckon
Yeah.
you could do Flash.
Yeah, that'd actually be pretty cool.
And then you'd be both Justice League.
We're gonna kill this.
Yeah. Next convention, we'll look at that.
Yeah. Definitely.
Cool.
You can always stylize them, so you can always get like hoodies that look.
Well, I could just go as Oliver Queen, which is essentially what I am now.
Do comic book Arrow because he's the best.
I'm not doing the goatee. I'm not doing the goatee.
You have the facial hair. You can do it better.
But you could do like TV because you got the stubble, so
Yeah.
you're fine.
Yeah.
You're fine.
I'm Stephen Amell. It's fine.
I'll pick a character that doesn't have to grow facial hair.
Yeah.
Flash. Perfect.
Barry Allen. Woo.
The other easiest thing to do is to just get a little name badge and say I'm cosplaying as background character, and then just make random non-PC
Extra
style.
number one.
Yeah, exactly. Like the whole thing is a bit of fun, and sometimes those are the best costumes because everyone who gets the joke. Like, you all have
Yeah.
this moment of, oh my gosh, you get it!
Like your shirts!
Yes!
Yeah.
I got it!
Cool. Well, thank you very much for your time, guys.
No problem! Good luck!
Alright guys, I'm at, want to make sure, Culture Shock Collectibles, and I'm with
Mikey.
Hey Mikey. So can you tell us a little bit about your shop?
So basically we just stock everything from your sort of pop vinyls to your higher end collectibles like Hot Toys and Sideshow collectibles. All online, cultureshockcollectibles.com. Free shipping Australia-wide on the majority of the items.
Thank you. So how long have you been, in business?
Been a collector from when I was super young. Dad brought home a couple of old vintage Star Wars figures and I was hooked. From there, sort of been running this for probably about 5 years now.
Very cool.
It's something to keep me sane when working full time. So this is just I call it my fortress of solitude.
So what would you say your favourite collectible is in general?
Me personally, it's got to be the old Star Wars figures and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Sort of got a soft spot for them. But nowadays, probably Hot Toys.
What's your favourite original Star Wars toy and hot toy?
Okay, original Star Wars toy, probably Chewbacca. Super basic, nothing really special about him, but just a really cool vintage figure. Hot toys, probably my first ever hot toy would have been Wolverine, so I'd say definitely Wolverine.
Awesome, cool. And what's been your favourite thing about AMC today?
It's just good to connect with everyone. You know, everyone's here for the same reason. Everyone's, you know, a collector or just passionate about something pop culture. So just good to network, really, and meet everyone.
Cool. Thank you very much for your time.
No worries. Thanks, guys.
Thanks. Oh, that was a big day. AMC.
Huge day.
We're now sitting down in the car and we are fucking exhausted.
Macho sweatio.
So throughout the whole day, Ian and I were playing a counting game of how many Harley Quinns we saw.
Yeah.
It started off well.
Yeah, and then it got progressively worse the more and more we noticed people.
So that's not a comment on people's costumes, no, but we would count every time we saw a Harley Quinn. There's a Harley Quinn in that car.
Oh, no.
No, we've seen her,
We've
yeah. We've seen her, alright, yeah, we're cool. Woo! Anyway, so...
For those playing at home...
We counted how many Harley Quinns there were in the convention. 26. 26 Harleys that we saw, at least. Now, there was a Mad Max version of Harley, I think there was a normal Harley, there was Suicide Squad Harleys.
Yeah,
I think
there was like onesie suit Harleys, and then you had the cinematic universe version of it.
There was a dude dressed as Harley, like a male version of Harley Quinn, which we counted.
With like a hockey Guernsey on.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. So every Harley we saw, we were going to take a shot each.
And then we got 26 Harley Quinns.
We've got 26 Harley Quinns, and
so we're not going to be shotting vodka or tequila, that's for sure.
We're going to leave it up to you guys, maybe. No,
Yeah.
maybe not, because this would already be up at the time. I'm going to say Ian, beer, cider, or...
Why don't we leave it up to them? We'll do it as a Twitter poll. So that way you guys can't pick something that will kill us. And then when the Twitter poll's over, when we return from our week break...
That's right, we have a weekly break.
We will do that on our next episode.
Thank you to all of those who are listening that we got to interview, the Type 40 guys who make the shields and all the high-end prop replicas. That's Alan and his crew. Top-notch bunch of guys. Yes.
All the cosplayers that we interviewed quite a few of you.
Harley Quinns, we had Poison Ivies, we had Zootopia, we had a really good Captain America.
Yeah, that was a good Captain America.
That was a really good Captain America. And we had Anto in his shop, and we even got a compliment by Boba Fett.
Yeah, my favourite part of the day.
And that's not cosplay Boba Fett, that's Daniel Logan.
Yeah.
Yeah, Daniel Logan, who plays Boba Fett in Star Wars Episode 2. We walked past him and he said, "Shaken not nerd, that's awesome," and started laughing. And you know he was sitting next to Ian?
I do.
Mouth from The Matrix.
Mouse.
Mouse. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Sit next to Mouse from The Matrix, and they were loving it. Yeah. We also ran into Niles.
Yes.
From The Nanny, and he said, "Hey fellas, it was great! Where my fucking Niles?"
We said hi to Niles.
But that's it for episode 11, Field Trip. If you like this field trip, let us know. We'll go to other field trips. There's Sexpo this year.
Yeah, we might go to Sexpo. Well, we'll be going to Sexpo anyway, but we might...
we might just bring a mic and start talking to people. We've got Comic-Con next year, Supernova, as well as another AMC. But if there's another convention you want us to go to or suss out, let us know.
Yeah, if you're from a company and you'd like us to have a word with you, drop us a little message.
Yes, you have our business cards. we handed them out. Journalism.
That's our business you're holding right there.
Yeah. So as Ian said, we're going to take a break next week, unfortunately, but and we will return with a Halloween / Doctor Strange spooky ghost. We'll return with a Halloween Doctor Strange episode. And is that another? No, that's not another Harley Quinn. Very good. If another Harley Quinn came out right now, we'd be fucked. Alright, so that's it this week, guys. We hope you enjoyed our field trip to AMC. Thank you again to all those who came up, said hi. Yeah. We even had 2 people come up and just wanted to speak to us about our shirts.
Yeah, because we're really, really witty guys.
We got some really good cosplay advice as well.
And thank you as always to Tom Commons for all his designs, which he...
The T-shirts.
Yeah, the T-shirts and the business cards.
The business cards.
And all our designs that are on Facebook, Twitter, etc., etc.
Alright, thank you very much, guys. This is Shaken Not Nerd, episode 11, Field Trip Week. I am Ian.
Ian. Yeah. Well done. You've really progressed well, Ian.
You've really found somewhere you want to go with your life. I'm Dudi Dutram, and with me, as always, is the Hall to my Oates, the Sunny to my Cher, the Carlton to my Will Smith.
Or apparently the Harley Quinn to your Ivy.
Oh no, the Flash to my Green Arrow was the best one we got.
Oh, yeah.
The Iron Man to my War Machine was the best one we got.
Yeah. Either or. We're fucking
ones.
awesome.
Yeah.
We'll hopefully catch you again in 2 weeks' time for our next episode. Stay tuned, listeners, or
Shakeners.
Thank you very much. See you guys.
Bye. Turn the air conditioning on. It is hot in this car.
It's sweating. My balls are rubbing.
Wait. 3 measures of Gordon's, 1 of vodka, half a measure of quinoa lily. Shake it over rice and then add a thin slice of lemon. Chicken or stirred? Do I look like I give a damn?